Yes, son. Can I help you out?
Yeah, I just bought this car stereo here last week,
Yeah?
and I can't figure out how to install it right. Can you help me out?
Why, sure, son. Rodney, come take this man's Porsche around back and see what you can do to it.
Well, okay, boss.
Wait a minute, I don't
What?
think he knows what he's doing.
Well, of course he doesn't know what he's doing.
I just bought that car,
That's
man.
right, son. You just bought it.
Hey, what's he doing with that chainsaw?
He's installing your radio. What do you think he's doing?
Look what he's doing to my car.
I know. Makes you proud, don't it? And all for just $99.
$99? Are you crazy?
Of course I'm crazy.
At Ken's Stereo Junction, you'll never have to worry about your car when we install your stereo. At Ken's, we custom install every one of our stereos to fit your particular automobile, and we do it free.
That was one of the original commercials. It is our birthday at 45 years. I remember being 10 years old and my dad sitting on the porch and writing these amazingly funny commercials that so many people still talk about today. I am Michael Jones. My brother and I, Kenny Jones, own Ken's Stereo Junction. Since 1978, we've been doing what we do, which is audio, video, car stereo, now cameras in churches, and just amazing what y'all allow us to do. Birthday celebration. Let's get inside and check it all out. All right, and it's 45 years our birthday, so you got to come on through here. We are at our Macon location right here. Check this out. We're going to go straight into the specials, which every time we do a show, we always have a specials for car stereo and televisions and home theater and all the cool stuff like that. Pioneer stacked to the roof. This was one of our 45th birthday specials. $77 to $99 for Pioneer three-way speakers that hold 500 watts, 200 to 500 watts of power. That's an unbelievable deal. We're going to have that for the entire month for the birthday. Come around here. Base packages are on sale anywhere from 10 to 20 to 30% off. Batteries and limitless lithium batteries. I always have such a hard time playing that. All that's going to be at 10 to 20% off. JL Audio 10 to 20% off. So again, with the 45th birthday, you just get a smoking deal for the entire month. Now, as you kind of follow me through here, you see we have tons and tons and tons of inventory. We always have an audio video segment. In that arena, we have single DINs back in stock. We have double DINs back in stock, which is obviously this times two, but got a double DIN. We have touch screens back in stock. Pioneer, we do Alpine, we do Sony. We have all of this ready to go. Check this out. AM, FM, with or without CD player is going to be around $199 to $249. This new JVC with Bluetooth, only $149. That's the cheapest it's been since 2018. In the touchscreen world, we sell a ton of Alpine. We sell a ton of Sony. So when you come in, you kind of pick what you want to pick. They're going to be 6-inch, 7-inch, 8-inch, 9-inch, 10-inch, and we'll have all of these where you can demo them. Right now, I'm playing this new Alpine called the 407. I personally own this radio. It's great. I've got it into an older Acura. This has CarPlay, which is what you're seeing here. This allows me for all my features here's all my messages that come in, right? Here's Pandora. All my maps will show up on it, and it's very easy to use and simple when you plug your phone in. Now, this goes wherever you want to put it. CarPlay radio is going to be anywhere from $350 and up. This one's $599, which is just Alpine's kind of cream of the crop, if that makes sense. Built-in EQ and a 200-watt amplifier. So when you come in and do this, now, in the labor world, we don't charge labor unless you do something custom, which everybody on earth charges labor. I've checked and checked and checked, except for us. That's since day one, 1978. Again, 45th birthday, which is kind of cool. In the world of speakers, we're going to carry every size under the sun, which is going to be 4-inch, 6-inch, 5x7, 6x8, 6x9. DS18 has been the hot rod lately. I'm going to give you just a little bit of a demo here to give you an idea about quality of sound. I mean, that is unbelievable, old school Janet Jackson there. My point being is those are $139 for a pair, and it's a three-way. They make great stuff. They also make a full line of marine. You've seen us do stuff in boats like we did the speedboat last month. And the idea of this is to come in and play your music in our Macon or our Warner Robins store so we can choose what fits your fancy, fits your budget. It's pretty simple there. In the world of subwoofers, we do all kinds of bass packages. I'm sure you're seeing cutaways of different boxes that we do. Simple 12-inch vented boxes like this. You flip around here, you'll see a double 10 vented box like this. We custom build. We do have our own CNC machine where we can build any size box you want. I'm going to flip over to a Tahoe here very shortly that has a box that's big enough to put me and two other people inside it because it has 4 15s. That's what we do. If you need simple, I just need a little bit more bass. We have 8-inch powered subs. I'm sure you see in a cutaway of the Rockford Fosgate right now. It's just an 8-inch you can slide into the seat for a little bit of bass. But if you want it to hurt, then we can, I know that sounds funny to say, wait, we can make it hurt. Let's flip back around this way. When you come through, you see this is the showroom for our Macon location. The idea behind that is when you come in, we have the store divided up into some divisions. The other side of the store over there is going to have our theater. We have a listening station there for speakers, and then we have a living room setting where you can kind of get an idea with TV over fireplace and stuff like that. The idea behind that is when you go over there, the guys can sit you in those rooms privately, and that way we can design a system for your house or for your building or for your church or whatever you want to do in privacy. It really makes it good. We have an entire section of TVs right there. It's going to be anywhere from 32 to 85 inch. So this kind of giving you a lay of the land here. Let's flip back around here. Again, we talked about this last month, but there's no reason not to have this conversation right now. Mammoth power is what Trinity is all about. I'm going to give you a little idea here. If I can hold it up. There you go right there. They're going to be, oh my gosh, they're going to be anywhere from about 1,000 watts to 5,000 watts. Trinity is, and they are unbelievable affordable brands. So carrying DS18, carrying Trinity, carrying JL Audio, carrying Rockford Fosgate, Alpine, Pioneer, that's just to name a few of them. We carry the biggest and best brands in the business, and we back it up with our own install, and we back it up with our own tech support, for service. That's what we do. So I'm going to flip you over right now. You got to see this Tahoe that we just did. I'm just going to flip you over to this, and we're going to come right back. Okay, Suburban, big. A lot of people use them to tote kids. A lot of people use them to tote stuff. And then a lot of people use them to put humongous bass from Ken's. That's what we do. This gentleman came in and said, I want as much bass as I can possibly get. Now, we have done a lot of big bass vehicles over the last 40 years, but I'm telling you, this one is top of the food chain. This is absolutely unbelievable. Now, mids and highs are important. That's where the speakers come in. These are DS18 Pro Series speakers. They're called Super Tweeters. You see how they extend out. They literally are made to take absolutely, positively amazing amounts of power. In the factory locations at the bottom of the door, we have 6.5 inch mid bass woofers, and these are all crossed over to be able to play super loud. That's why they're called Super Tweeters. Now, with that, we have 3,000 watts on mids and highs. So you got front mids and highs, you've got center mids and highs, you've got Super Tweeters in the rear pillars back here. I'm gonna come around. You got Super Tweeters in the rear pillar right here, and then we cut 5 1/4 custom into back there. Don't even get all this into your salivating just yet. Now, we have a floating screen here, which is Alpine. They are top of the food chain, got a built-in EQ, parametric, crossover network. They are just arguably one of the best radios made and have been for decades. Now, I'm gonna do a demo, but I gotta tell you about the power. To be able to run 19,000 watts of power, I see it says 3,000 watts on highs, 16,000 watts on base, you've got to have a lot of power. Now, limitless lithium batteries are the top of the food chain as well to be able to supply power, but you got to be able to charge. We got one in the back, we got another in the front. I'm going to take you to the hood to show you this. Here we go. Coming around front here, you will see here is the limitless lithium battery. You have a 450 farad super cap right here, and then you have not one but two 400 amp alternators to charge this. And you're going, what in the world is happening right now? When you want the big power, you got to have big power on the front end too. This is as big as it gets with 115 amp hour of current coming to the battery. And if you're a techie right now, you're going, that is amazing. And you're right, it is. Completely rewired basically the whole power infrastructure of this vehicle. Let's go back to the front. Now, in a Tahoe, when you do bass, and you got a Suburban when you do bass, Tahoe and Suburban, the Suburban being longer because we needed room because it has 4 15-inch, and we're going to get there. Unbelievable. So here we go. I'm going to do a demo, and then we'll go look at the subwoofer box and the MRAC. Here we go. Be ready. I'm outside the car because it quite literally hurts. You're going to see a cutaway of the vehicle moving in a minute. So give it a little juice. Be ready. I don't even know if you'll be able to comprehend.
It's the shit.
If you're saying that's ridiculous, it really is. That is a ridiculous amount of sound. Let's go to the middle. I'm sure you see the cutaway while I'm talking of the entire vehicle roof. It even let the windows down. Look, the windows came down without touching the switches. Now look at this. Here we are. We get into the Trinity world again. Base amplifier, 16,000 watts. Distribution block, because we need about 1,000 amps of fusible for current for safety. Here's our other battery. Again, now we're at 2 batteries and a cap. crossover network, mids and highs again at 3,000 watts, and everything into this custom-built box. Now, this right here is a behemoth to get into this vehicle because of the way that we secure it to the vehicle. That way, if there was ever an accident, it won't move back and forth, if that makes sense. Absolutely beautiful how our men came together to make sure all of this is not only safe, but it is absolutely perfect in the way that it is wired to make sure that he can play it like he wants to play it. Let's go back there. And this is where the magic happens. I could fit inside this board, as you can see. You see the V at the back that helps to channel air out. 4 15-inch Trinity subs, 4,000 going to each sub each, and this is what they call a band pass enclosure. It allows bass to breathe at a very low power, but it also allows it to hold a tremendous amount of power, hence 16,000 watts. Again, we are secure to the vehicle. This is not going to move in case you ever had an accident. But the blessing is, he says, I got a Suburban. I don't haul babies, and I don't haul luggage, but I do want bass. Bada bing, bada bang. Custom all the way through. I'm so thankful for Austin. He's the one that designed the system. Chris, our top installer, designed and built everything out. This, boys and girls, this is what we do. Perfect. I hope you saw the demo of that. I did a thing of it. The whole side of that Tahoe is moving in and out. The roof is moving up and down. And for you folks that don't get into the bass, you're probably going, that is nuts. Why would you do that? Why would you not? When he came in here, he says, I saw Tahoe. Sorry, I said Tahoe Suburban. Why? He said, I bought a Suburban not for people, not for kids, and not for stuff, but for bass. And I went, my man, this is what we do. All right, in the world of flat panels, I probably have said this about 25 times. This is as good as it gets because it just keeps getting better. And Sony has just knocked it out of the park. This is a new L series TV that's just come out. L being the number signification for 2324. Sony has smoked it with a new 55, 65, 75, 85, 100-inch, and the arena of this is they make LED. Or they started with LCD, then they went to LED, then they went to OLED and QLED, which is Samsung's version of OLED, and then now there's mini LED. So the idea behind mini LED is that it continues the brightness of LED, the accuracy of OLED, because now where every one single LED would be, there are 8 mini LEDs in that same spot. So it is more coverage on the television, 180 degrees of off-axis viewing. In other words, if you look from the side, like from right here, on almost every television, you can see a dimming in the edges because it doesn't go on the edge. These mini LEDs all literally take up 100% of this lay of the land, if you will, all the way to the edges. Like if you'll look in here, you can barely see the LEDs. They cover all the way to the bottom, and you're going, why do I need all that? Well, the idea behind that is no matter where I sit in the room, I have the perfect picture. That's number one. Number two, it can be hung on the wall or above the mantel and all that kind of stuff. But number three is the longevity of mini LED is supposed to be, are you ready for this, 100,000 hours. The average television will go 20,000 hours. So there's a lot to be said about this arena of where Sony has gone. We're going to flip around here. That does not mean that you have to do mini LED. We do carry the LEDs and the QLEDs from Sony and Samsung. That's the two brands that we cover the most. LG is also a third brand that we service. But when you come in, that's the idea behind this. You know, if it's a $400 TV you're looking for, we got them. If it's a $700 TV you're looking for, we've got them. If it's the highest end that you're looking for, we have it. We hand pick all of these to make sure you get the most for your money, and we service it. And we have install teams that can do quite literally anything with that. Now, I say that to you to say, when I was pointing about these rooms earlier, is we do a tremendous amount of surround sound theater. So right now, I'm gonna flip you over to a theater that we've just done that is arguably one of the best I have ever seen and displayed. It was built by Kurt. He's one of our lead service guys, and he's a design guy also in the field. But he designed this entire theater for this gentleman, and then our men got to do the rocket sciences. Here we go. Check this out. When we do a movie theater, surround sound is a very big word, and depending on how you let us come into your home. But this particular family said, we want the best of the best. I've got to show you the front. Look at the clarity on this screen. This is a 161-inch, 0 degree, 0 trim. So this is literally all screen. Look at this clarity. We've all just here on and with this stuff. This is absolutely as good as your screen can get. These are called SV Sound Ultra systems. So Ultra Sub PB4000s. We got the Ultra Towers front and back. We have a few in the back. It's center channel. Big power, over 8,000 watts of power. Our flush mount speakers for Atmos are 8-inch called Pro Series by Klipsch. And this is how it all would look in this thing. Now, with this projector, it is a behemoth, is that the right word? I'm gonna flip you around, come around here, and look at these chairs. These are custom-made chairs. This is truly the best of the best in leather, and these are made by Palliser, which is the only American brand, and they have LED lighting, fully reclinable, storage chairs, storage in the armrest, so you can put stuff inside here like charge. It even has a USB port for every single chair. I love that they did a three-row back here so they can get comfy and relax with big blanket and stuff. But here, focus on that. This is where our carpenter and Kurt, so Gene and Kurt came in and they built the projector into the wall because the projector is this big, and you've probably seen a cutaway of that right now. And the idea is the lens fires through here to make all this work, but you don't lose any people space back here, which is so important. We have LED lighting up into the trays. You can see here, all of this just comes together absolutely beautiful. Now, for you to understand this with the picture quality, and we'll come back around front with the picture quality, which is absolutely the best that I've ever seen. It's a Sony ES projector. They make a 5000 series, a 6000, a 7000. Those are the model numbers of them, and it is undeniably the best picture I've ever seen in my life, as you can tell. Now, but what goes with this picture is big, big sound. I'm gonna cut away now to a demo, and you're going to freak out.
I'm not the one to fear, Pride.
All right, you see what I'm talking about? Like right now, we just have this Braves game on because a lot of people think movie theater, gotta watch Top Gun, gotta watch Elvis and all that stuff, but this is, you just watch regular old cable if you're a cable or streaming or whatever you want to do, and look at the picture quality, and it's still in surround sound. Believe it or not, every single sports that you watch in 2023 is filmed in HD and filmed in full surround sound. Whether you have a 5-channel surround sound or you have a 9-channel surround sound, it is all built in, already built in to be a part of that when you stream and when you do movies. Now, the last thing I want to say about this takes time. The phone number is going to come up right here. Me or Kurt will come out there and see you. And the idea behind that is the estimate is free. The blessing of that is this was ground zero. All the way down to the carpet was our responsibility to get it all in place. So our carpenter came in, did all his cool mojo with the projector and all that. Palliser, custom ordered chairs, custom ordered leather, all power, all lit, the whole 9 yards. SV sound, ultra theater sound. Best of the best. I mean, every single ounce of this is all about the best of the best. And right now you're seeing a cutaway of the remote control. And the blessing is what? One single remote control controls the entire theater, everything you want to do. It's so simple. Again, there's my phone number. The estimate for this unbelievably Mac Daddy, best I've ever heard theater was no cost of design. Bada bing, bada bang. They are ready to get their movie on. This is what we do. Like I said, I mean, we do theaters, and that is a true theater. As a room built for theater, the projector being so big that we had to actually flush it in the wall to still have people face. We did all Palliser chairs, full leather, custom-made leather. Everything about that, even down to the screen, is the best of the best. Now, depending on you and your budget, okay, that's what we do. Here's my phone number that comes up, and I can send me out or Kurt or one of the guys will come out there, and we design this system for you. There's no design fee, but no matter where your budget is, you know, I did a theater for a guy who had a $3,800 budget. I've done theaters for people that had a $45,000 budget, and the idea behind that is we want to make sure you get the most for your money, and then we back it up after the sale. But the end of the day is it's all about you. This is what we do. All right, in the I'm in our living room setting. The idea behind this, I just want to show you a mantle with a fireplace above it. The idea behind this, so many times people will have a fireplace, and now fireplaces have gotten really big in houses again, and sometimes they're super tall. So this is kind of like the highest you want it before you have to use a mantle mount. So right now you're going to see a cutaway or a couple of cutaways of a mantle mount. When you have a big fireplace, a mantle mount allows me to pull the TV down so it can be centered up with me. I just had the one you're seeing right now. It was so high when they literally the folks that own it were looking straight up at it to try and see it, and now they can pull it straight down and look straight at it. It's such a great setting. So in this arena, again, my phone number will come up while I'm talking. I can come out and we can get an idea, whether it is stacked stone or real brick or if it's something that's custom made like this, no matter what it is, we can handle that if you want the TV over the fireplace. A lot of people will say, well, I want artwork or a mirror above that. I get it. We can always put it to the left or the right or put it on an opposite wall. But this has been the most popular way to put TVs up. So mantle mount is a great way. You've seen a cutaway of that. Let's flip around here. In the other arena, realizing that it is our birthday. Did I tell y'all that? It's 45th birthday. I'm so grateful for that. In the arena of this, we're in the middle of the summer. We're going to celebrate our birthday throughout the summer. And in the summer, people want to have outdoor grilling and they want to have outdoor sound. It's a very big part of who we are. I'm sure you've seen a cutaway right now. And I'm going to flip over to a video of that too. It's nice when you come out and somebody says, we don't know how to make it happen. And then, of course, that's when my little gurus come out and then they make it happen. I'm sure you've seen that little clip. Right now, let me just go to a clip of, because we put sound and video outside for these folks by their pool. Check this out. See, that's just something, I just show you the staggered steps of my guys getting out there. That takes about 4 or 5 hours to make that happen, but now they have full control. They can mirror to their TV. That we had Dish Network coming right behind us, and then also they've got sound outside. It just makes it so simple. Again, here's my phone number. The idea is if you're a do-it-yourselfer, we'll walk you through those processes if that's something we need to help you with. If not, we have the guys and gals that do all this just to make sure that they serve you. Again, there's my phone number. The estimate's free. This is what we do. Hey, we are at New City Church Macon. Now, you see this is the Old Behavior Center on Riverside Drive in Macon, Georgia. And this is a monstrous facility, but New City Church Macon has grown so much, they need this facility. You're going to love, I love who they are and what they do, but you're going to love what we are doing at New City Church Macon. Let's get inside and check it all out. We're inside at New City Church in Macon, Georgia. This is their new facility, and boy, how are they about to grow and blow up. This is an amazing building on Riverside Drive. I'm sure you've seen it many, many times. It's been here a while, but they are renovating it to the max. As you can see, I'll give you kind of a little breakdown. They'll have a humongous stage for praise and worship here. 2 gigantic 85-inch flat panels up there to be viewing for the congregational side. They have Klipsch Pro Series sanctuary speakers being custom made for this church. The first of its kind will be shown right here at New City Church in Macon. Obviously, all of your congregation out here, hundreds, probably 400 or 500 people, I think, minimum. And I love this view of the lake behind us. It's very, very cool. You see all this rawness here. Now, these conduits right here are important. That's where our electrical is. We're going to have another conduit for low voltage because we'll have flat panels all the way across here. The idea behind that is because that's so far away, I got to have another view back here, and we'll have what they call underlying sound down here as well. So huge sound, probably somewhere in the 7,000 to 8,000 watts of power, huge bass, and you're saying, wow, that's a worship service. It's going to be an amazing worship service. Right now, you've seen a cutaway at the foyer out there. We'll have sound and video out there. There's kind of a welcome center when people come in, and it's kind of cool when you come in. So the blessing of this is you see all these scraps and parts and all that right there. We are literally in the beginning phases of what used to be a hospital, which I think is very cool and ironic that they're turning it into a worship center, going from a hospital to a worship center. Now, come this way. The booth is going to be placed in this ballpark right here. The idea is we are on concrete. We are on steel ceilings, right? So we've got to get all of our cables, if you can kind of imagine with me. If you imagine, there's going to be a booth here that will have audio, video control, we'll have HD streaming, we'll have computer setups, digital mixer, huge power, of course surge protector and all that. And you got to have room for 2 or 3 people from a control standpoint to control what's going out, what goes to your congregation, anything and everything that's going on. Let's flip back around here. This again is the balcony right now. We'll kind of walk you through here. The idea behind the balcony is there's going to be seating up here. Now we've talked about putting the booth up there, the booth down here, that goes back and forth. But if you look up here, there'll be plenty of room for seating. So in the perfect order, your praise and worship is here. You can have all of your congregation out there, and then of course an entire congregational seating above it as well. So this is just the 3-wire phase. I'll put my phone number up here. The blessing is, my son-in-law and my daughter go to church here, but the blessing is, they call us, we come out and design the system, we put everything in place. The blessing is we can get into the ground floor, and it saves so much time and design and money long-term. New City Church Macon is just beginning. this is what we do. Hey, thank you so much. 45 years. We've been doing what we do. My daddy and uncle started our company in 1978, ironically on my mother's birthday. That's so funny to me. We always think about that. But my brother and I now own the company, and we are bringing our boys up into the company as well. And we do what we do because of you, and I want you to know we are eternally grateful for that. 2 stores, one in Macon and one in Robbins, and we're very committed to community and very committed to growth. And everybody that comes through our stores that works for us, about 25 guys and gals that work for us, we always tell them whether we're a career for you or a stepping stone for you, we want you to come through this and your work experience be something that helps grow you in the future. Very big part of who we are, and we'll make sure you know that. Middle Georgia's only in-store service. My dad would not carry a brand that he could not take apart and repair since 1978, and we still have that exact standard. We do not carry a brand that we cannot fix under warranty, so you don't have to wait for the manufacturer to make those decisions if there's something goes wrong. We make that decision to your best interest. Social media, this is all happened not since 1978, right? This is how you keep up with us and how what's going on through Facebook and through YouTube and Instagram, and you kind of keep up with us. Follow us, like our page and follow us. There you can see all the cool ideas that y'all have. We try to post as many as we have, and we also have daily specials that we post, and that's just kind of a neat way to keep up with who you are. Phone numbers, there's me and my brother's phone number. This is a way to get in touch with us. We're the owners of the company, and the idea behind that is if somebody does something good, I need to be able to reward them. If somebody doesn't do something as good, then I need to be able to discipline them. But if you just need some good old-fashioned knowledge, we live and breathe this stuff, just text us or call us, and we are happy to serve you any way that we can. Again, I'm grateful. Again, thank you so much for 45 years. We look forward to the next 45 for our next generations to come through and just keep serving folks. That's what we love to do. I always end with Scripture. It's a very big part of who we are. It says in 2 Corinthians 5:17, in Christ you are a brand new creation. In Christ, you're a brand new creation. And I want you to know how important that is to me. I was a very, very bad guy. Very bad. I did a lot of bad things, a lot of bad decisions, a lot of really, really bad stuff. But when I found Christ, when I was introduced to Christ, I was told, you are now new. And it was nice not to have that old me there. I got to put him to rest so that the new me could flourish. Now, it doesn't make me wonderful. It makes my God almighty because he forgave me and he let me start over. And he let me try to make him proud, and I do it on a daily basis. I encourage you to hear when I say that through Christ, you are a brand new creation. Come see us at Ken's of Macon and Warner Robbins.
Hello once again, dear friends. It's Smiling Sam, and let's talk about this used car. It's screaming, give me a radio, and friends, I'm going to throw in a free radio right now. Now, if you're Mr. Common Sense, you won't believe me when I tell you that at Smiling Sam's, we're giving away free radios with every car this month. But friends, it's another proof that you get what you pay for. And here at Smiling Sam's, where our motto is, at Smiling Sam, the used car man, I'm going to get you if I can. We're going to be giving away all kinds of things all month long, so stay home. Friends, would I lie to you? Of course I would. I have, and I'm going to again. So come on.
Don't be a duck. Come to Ken's Stereo Junction. Don't settle for a car radio. You can get highway hi-fi with a complete auto sound system.
Ken Stereo and Video Junction, Mercy University Drive in Macon and Watson Boulevard in Warner Robbins.
All righty. It's our birthday. Ready? We're just going to wing it, okay? Ready, set, go. Best brands in the business, and this month you get buy one, get one half price from the best brands in business clip speakers. Best brand. Dude. Version of OLED. But now they make mini. When your phone rings through your amplified sound system, that's funny. All right, every car on earth is coming by right now. Like, the gates are open. And it's a NASCAR race because we're on Mercer and everybody goes 75 miles an hour on Mercer.